guys, and welcome back to Let's Talk About It 803. Today's conversation is one that speaks to resilience, healing, and the power of not giving up. I want to welcome my guest, Ebony. Ebony is someone who has, walked through trauma, faced life's toughest obstacles, and still find the strength to rise. So, Ebony, thank you for coming. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm blessed. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to make it.
I am too. I'm so nervous. But I know God is with me. There's something that I want to do, so I'm ready. I'm
Yes.
ready.
Why are you
So,
so ready to tell your testimony? I know we say story, but this is a testimony. Why are you ready to tell your testimony?
um, I'm not. I don't know if I don't know if I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready. I know it's it feels comfortable if that makes sense for me to I mean, I'm ready to express how I've been feeling or my emotions or how I've felt over the years or
Right,
what I've grown into or
right.
just the things that I've experienced from my point of view. Um, because I can only speak for myself. So I
Absolutely.
mean, that's just basically where I felt like I went through enough of stuff or enough of trauma to where um I really feel like it took an effect on me. And
Hmm. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
um the life experiences that I went through, it
Hmm.
um it molded me into the woman that I am today. And
Yeah,
I'm proud of who I am today and
absolutely.
from where I've come from. And
Yes.
I'm not saying to where I've come from because I was raised good. I was blessed to have a good upbringing. A healthy house.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
wasn't a silver spoon, but we my grandparents made sure we were okay,
Hmm.
me and my
Hmm.
sister. So it's not like I can't say that I was privatized or I came from you know I was middle class. So and I was we were well off. They were decent. We had a decent living. We grew up in a nice area or whatever.
Hmm. Hmm.
As a child. And, you know, after just being a young girl, I lost me and my older sister, we lost our mother when I was very young. I was 5 when I lost her.
Wow.
Um due to diabetes, which I ended up taking on myself, which is
Right.
another reason why um I want to speak out, and be heard because I feel like it's not enough of people that understand like mental health awareness and
Absolutely.
being self-aware and what a person that deals with it or identifies with it, because it is something that is real. And I honestly believe that everybody has it. It's just those that choose to become aware of it or whatever else, because basically mental health is just emotions and
Mhm.
daily feelings that people have, that they deal with it in a different way. And I believe everybody does that or whatever for whatever reason. Everybody has problems and issues,
Mhm.
which they deal with in different ways, whether or not they get depressed or deal with it with substance abuse or however the case may be. It everything has emotions and feelings to it, and people deal with them in their own way. So, with that being
Absolutely.
said, it's a mental thing because your thought process is what leads you to react to whatever emotions that you're having and whatever mechanism you choose to do it in.
Right.
So,
Hmm.
I feel like people that are self aware of it, and me myself, I always knew like um, I always knew I had a different heart or a different feeling than other people. Like, I've always was the one that, got targeted. I've always, been called ugly or whatever else all my life, or just always was the one to be picked on. And I never, I just thought it was people being mean or not understanding, like, like why, like that, like why would you, like, I mean, self-consciously saying to myself, I know that I'm not what you're saying that I am, but and I wasn't raised to say those mean things to people, but like I never understood why, people, did it. I just knew as a young child, I knew that that was wrong to do and it was hurtful because my grandmother didn't raise us, to do that or
Right.
whatever, me or my sister, like we weren't raised like that. So it was like foreign to me that people, but as I grew older, and ventured off into my own
Mm-hmm.
teenagehood and found my own peers to hang with or whatever, I started experiencing more different kinds of life and experiences, social, um, anything a teenager would do, and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And it brought me, a new, I would say it opened up my eyes to another side of the world, or it introduced me to another,
Right.
thing
Yeah.
where more misunderstanding and confusion
Right.
became a part, because once again, having a good heart or being that vulnerable or loving person or that want to be friendly,
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
person, you take on a lot of abuse, and you take it on from, it's not that you're trying to be a people pleaser, because I'm not that. Like I'm to be honest, I'm very to myself. Like I'm very private and I'm very laid back, but it would appear to people that don't know me that I'm very loud or very rambunctious, but I was at one
Mm-hmm.
point. But
Right.
those times, if you didn't really know me and know the things that I was going through, like I went through some traumatic things. Like I've had, like, over the course of the years, like back to back traumatic things, from losing close friends to
Right.
relatives to,
Mm-hmm.
family issues, that, drug abuse, like just everything all in one. And then just feeling like, love relationships, bad relationships, toxic relationships,
Mm-hmm.
learning that me giving my all to people because of me wanting to be
Right.
the loving person, and them seeing that, and then me finding out that I attract narcissist people overall, not just in relationships, but it's because of my heart and I wear it on a sleeve. And that is too why I want to speak out today, because a lot of time people misuse kind-hearted people,
Yes,
like,
they do.
and
Yeah, they do. I'm sorry. It's
yeah,
okay.
I
That's what
know,
that's
but
what I'm here for.
I mean,
Take
and
your time.
it's like you get tired of always being on the offensive side, trying to defend yourself. And you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like nobody's perfect in this world. Like nobody, like
Nobody.
no one is
Nobody.
perfect. No one
Nobody.
walking on this earth, I feel, should have the audacity to judge anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, everybody can have an opinion, but people really misconstrue like an opinion with judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're entitled to have your opinion by all means. I'm
Absolutely.
entitled to have mine or whatever. I'm entitled to have my feelings. You're entitled to have your feelings. One thing
Absolutely.
that I can't hate is for somebody to dictate how my feelings is, or if I tell you how you're making me feel,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have the right to tell me that my feelings is wrong. I wouldn't be telling you how I feel. That's how you're making me
Absolutely.
feel. For you
Yeah.
to tell me that,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
that's your opinion, that you feel that you're not making me feel this way. I understand that, but you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna say no, I'm wrong. That's not how you're making me feel.
Right.
That you're
Right.
that's that is so mentally abusive to anybody to do to somebody. That's like stripping somebody of their emotions and their feelings. Like you're that if somebody that's blatant out and plain simply telling you that they're ignoring
That's it.
your boundaries and what you're saying to you, because
Mm-hmm.
they're taking your power from you, because your feelings is your feelings. How you
Right.
feel or how somebody is making you feel, you can't change how you're making me feel. That I mean, I don't even understand how that works. That I can't. That's just like, so I hate when somebody say to you, I know you better than you know yourself. That is the stupidest thing that I think anyone can ever even think to even say. How is that possible? I'm growing every day as myself. I don't even know
Absolutely.
myself. So
Absolutely.
the person that I am today might not be who I am tomorrow, because I've sat and thought and learned something today that made me grow bigger or wiser tomorrow. So you can't
Absolutely.
know me better than I know myself, because you don't know what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. I
Yeah.
mean, if you knew me better than myself, then you should know yourself better than you know yourself. That's all you need to worry about. But for how, and it's just cruel, and I get frustrated or whatever. And don't get me wrong, people might say I got a smart mouth, which I do. I can admit to that. I can take it. I do. And I'm probably rude too sometimes, but do I mean it? No. Am I like that to everybody? No. Am I like that to the people that I feel should be like that? Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Because I'm very respectful. I respect everybody. I love
Mhm. Mhm.
everybody. But
Everybody not gonna love
people,
you back, baby.
right, but everybody that say that they know me better than I know myself, no,
Mhm.
I've never changed how I am now. I've always been the same. Always. Nobody can take that from me. I've never changed. I never
Mhm.
changed. I am as a friend. I never changed. Like I've always say the same. Yes, I have a smart mouth. Yes, I'll cuss you out. Yeah, I don't, I love too hard to play games. Like you don't, I mean, I might not be, to me, love is not somebody what transactional. It's never transactional with me. Like, there's so much more, there's so much more of life and love to give to people instead of than just materialistic things.
Mhm. Absolutely.
I don't really like, um how can I say, it doesn't, it makes me feel some type of way. Not, it won't make me like judge you or anything like that, but it definitely makes me feel a certain way without like, it'll change if like you make money be like the main source of every, like I don't really care for that, because to me, and not even now that I'm in like trying to be in my spiritual realm, like getting closer or building my relationship right now with God more than I was, because a lot of people think that this is something new. I was raised in church, Bethel AME, and I'm from Noah, but it's a little town. But my grandmother raised me from church. She's from born and raised out of Camden, South Carolina. She's raised in church. She's Nice
Wow.
Hill, Camden, South Carolina is where my
Mhm.
grandmother that raised me is from, and she's always had us in church. When I was in church, I was an acolyte, young usher. I did plays, shows, choir, everything in there. So it's not, God is nothing new to me. I've always called on him, even through my
Right.
struggles, even through
Mhm.
my darkness, even through my storms. I prayed myself out of where I was. Then
Yes.
people don't understand that. They just look like nobody ever, some people know, but not everybody know. I've never been a conceited, cocky, arrogant person. I've
Mhm.
always just been me.
Right.
I've always just, I'm not, don't take it from me. I'm very intelligent.
Mhm.
I'm very smart. Yeah, my family used to tell me, oh, your potential, you know this. Yeah, I do. I did or whatever, but I feel as of today, all the storms and all the things that I went through and all the lessons that I went through, I was able to survive each lesson or whatever, because God brought me through them, because He taught me something how to be today. Because you got to be strong out here, because it's people will judge you and misuse you and misunderstand you, and if you don't be able to protect your peace and guard your heart, I see why people that are mental health or people that or can't handle life, that they commit suicide, or like the people that think money is oldest. if that's the case, you have why is celebrities committing suicide? Because they're not happy. Because money attracts the most evilest people, the more leeches, the more fakest stuff. They not loving you or liking you for the person that you naturally are. They liking
Mhm.
you for what you can benefit them
Mhm.
from. Like
Mhm.
that's not genuine. I don't
Mhm.
want nothing that's transactional because if my love and what I can do for you, because I know what I'm capable of doing,
Right.
I could build a whole whatever you want to call it, a long castle table with the chairs by myself if I need to, because I have the potential and smarts to do so. So
Right.
it's never me needing nobody because I know I have the smarts and the brains, and everybody else that knows me, since they know me better than I know myself, knows that I'm capable of doing that. So I've always been pure and genuine. Yes, I probably did some things and not knowing, well, no, I can't even say not knowing better. I did some things and I knew better. I knew better. I chose to do those things because I was finding myself and I was confused and I was navigating myself through life and I made some wrong turns. But I ended up every turn I made, I detoured and got up. If I fell, I got right back up and I got back up stronger. And everybody know that. And so that's why today I'm happy and I want to speak up on it because I just, this last time that I went away and came back, I came back with an agenda and a goal. I began setting goals and I began journal writing. And, I've always liked to do stuff like that, but I became adamant and more consistent with it now and putting my thoughts to paper, and setting goals and basically isolating myself from the distractions and the evilness of the world because narcissistic people are draining. They will drain you. They will drain you and drain you and drain you, and they will devalue you, and they will have you feeling like you are worth nothing in this world. Everybody is worth something. Everybody has a gift that was
Absolutely.
given to them specially. It's up to them to find their gift and
That's
serve your
it.
purpose as best as you is or best as you
Yes.
can. That's
Yes.
what it is. Nobody is better than nobody. We all part of the program. God created us all so we can all
That's
come
it.
together and not compete with each
Absolutely.
other. Like I
Hmm.
don't understand that. Like it's just I don't know.
I don't understand. That's
I
just
don't know.
people being people. Yeah.
I know, but it's sad though that they be like that because a natural person, like I don't see where I don't see where anybody want to see somebody succeed or somebody that they know had a troubling past or somebody that just stay consistent with the world being how it is or whatever, being so judgmental and they still was able to conquer it and come through. If you still see that person pass,
Mhm.
that means you don't want to see past that
Right.
person. You don't want to see past what that, but you want that person to stay stuck there because for whatever reason, that person suits your insecurity to where it makes your ego feel good to keep that person stuck there because no righteous, good-hearted person would feel like that. And
Speak on
that's
it.
where I am today. I no longer tolerate people just treating me any old kind of way. I mean, or anyone else if I see it. And you can go if you don't like it, because you
Well,
can go.
hmm. That's it.
That's
That's
it's
it.
just
Know your
so
worth.
that is,
Know
and
your worth.
I might not be worth a lot to some, but I'm worth enough to me,
That's it.
and that's all
That's
that
it.
matters.
You gotta love you first. It don't even matter about the outsiders. It
Right?
don't.
Because I can't love nobody else if I don't love myself first.
It. We can't keep pouring
Unless
from empty cups. You know what I'm saying? So you have to love yourself. You have to love you first.
right, because people will drain your cup. They would drain your
Yes.
cup and
Yes.
throw your cup
Yes.
away and go fill up another
Exactly.
cup.
There
It's
you
like
go.
that's
And won't think
crazy.
twice.
Like
Won't think
you
twice
can't.
about it.
And it's sad because just like you got to guard your heart where you have to now all the things that you go against, like tick for
Mhm.
tack or matching energy and stuff like
Right.
that. Like, no, nobody should have to do that with nobody. Like, who's ever gonna be the bigger person if everybody doing tick
Mhm.
for tack or matching energy? That's how you stay stuck
Come
in a
on now.
toxicity revolving circle.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
who's gonna ever catch your blessings if somebody don't be? I'm gonna catch all of mine because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Not doing it. Wow.
I'm, I'm not doing that. Nobody has to like no one. No one has to like anyone.
Mm-hmm. At all. At
That was
all.
a
So
quick.
yeah, so listen, no, listen.
That was a
You
quick.
to do a podcast. Let's talk here before our time is up. Because we're gonna have to do
I'm
a
trying
part
to.
two. We're gonna have to do a part two to this. You already
No,
know.
we can. Absolutely, we can. I love. I feel it's. It felt good to get it out, but you make me feel comfortable, so I
Oh,
will. I
you.
will. You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're
Yes. So
welcome.
are you think you're gonna be ready to do your podcast and start your podcast?
I am. I'm trying to. I want to. I mean, I've been watching you or whatever. So I started my backup page, which I've started, you know, doing or whatever on Facebook. However, I'm trying to start like a new platform, like mixing, old and new or whatever. But I want to because everybody said that I should. I mean, but I don't know. I don't want to get up there. It's like, I'm starting to get the feeling like my realness is, how you probably like you're too real for some, but I don't want to feel like I'm coming, like because I've always been someone to just, speak my mind or whatever else. But and don't get me wrong, I'm not how do you say it? I I side with both genders. If it's simply something that I just disagree with,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter if it's on a woman's side or a man's side or whatever. I just have my own opinion about how, things to do. So that sometimes causes a lot of, confusion. But I think that that's what will make my podcast good because I think like that. And that's what, some people say. Because,
Can't wait.
you know, I don't know.
Wait, I'm
I don't want
excited
to
for
say,
you though. I'm excited for you.
I
I
mean,
am.
I don't know. Because Lord knows I be having a hard time, face. They be chick. I can feel it though, but I feel it because you gotta be, I don't know, you gotta be kind of not tough to deal with me because, like I said, don't get me wrong, I feel I'm a very sweetheart. I'm a very
Mhm,
sweethearted person,
mhm.
and those that do know me know, like the inside people, they know that, I'm a very loving, generous, like giving person. I'll give you the shirt off my back. That's how my grandmother raised, because I know I could get another one. Whatever or
Absolutely.
however the case may be, I'm good. So, I don't know.
They will catch on. That's how I see it. They will catch on. What's meant for you is going to be for you, and the people that's going to be there for you will be there for you. Okay?
Right.
Remember
It's
that. Remember
all about
that.
alignment.
Is that this? Oh,
I
I'm
know. I'm learning it. I'm getting it.
sure I need to cut this interview short.
I'm
Guys,
getting
oh my
it. No,
goodness.
but we can do a part two. I don't mind.
You
I don't
gotta do
mind.
a part two. We have to because that's deep. And it's always somebody out there who needs that encouragement and those words and your testimony, your story, you know? So, guys, we want to say thank you to Miss Ebony for coming through to Let's Talk About It 803. And she said we're going to do a part two, so I can't wait. I got to hold her to it. And, guys, thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. And, guys, we will talk soon.